young women so much? And you are 72 years old?
72. Why do I enjoy young women? Let me say, and I'm going to say it as simple as I can. Because they're not ain't like buttermilk. The older they get, the thicker it gets, and it be like buttermilk.
Say it again?
Their nut ain't like buttermilk. See, the older they get, the thicker the nut gets. Because all the nutrients get disappearing. So, let's say after they get about 42, and I mean after they get about 42, it gets a little thickness to it, and that's called buttermilk. Okay. A young woman, hers still got water to it, so it leaks out. It's a difference.
It leaks out from where?
Well, let's just say this. You don't have to swat it off yourself. See, buttermilk sticks. Milk don't.
What?
Buttermilk sticks. It's thick.
Right.
So it don't just slide off your side. See, I'm trying to keep this as a rated PG. And when it comes to the younger, it's just milky. And it just, it just falls on off you. You don't have to wash it up. You can go down to church exactly after you done that. You can go to church and ain't nobody going to say, do you got some lumps?
And that's why you like the young women.
I'll say, well, let's say this. I enjoy young girls. Yes, I do. I've had, like at 72, a young girl than me at 60. I got two sisters right there, both of them. 160 and 57. Those are tenderonis. And I'm going to tell you right now, well, they tender. Because, once they get after, I'll say, because, I done been in the game. Once they done got past, I'll say, 56, man, their skin gets soft. It's almost like it's synthetic. It's just as soft as can be. It's like you can tell that it's water in it. And it moves extra. They don't have to be big or small. You can touch it. Your finger go inside. It's like, and then your finger go on inside of their skin. So because of that, tenderonis is where it's at. I like the jelly of it.
The jelly of it?
Yeah, see, when they about 57, almost 60, if you can smack them, that thing just do this like 18 times. And you ain't even got to worry about it.
What the world?
Ain't nothing better than a tenderoni at 57 and 60 when the skin done start breaking down.
Man.
Yeah, that breakdown skin is a beautiful thing. And I'm serious.
But you're too old to handle young girls.
There's no such thing as too old. It's too old when it don't work no more. And then they got this new type of system that is called a pill. They'll fix that. So right now, it's never too old. And what's too old is her making one of them old eggs.
Oh, eggs?
Yeah, because see, you can't scramble them eggs like you used to. A baby come out of nowhere. So other than that, I could care less. I'm just one of those fellows.
At 70 plus years old.
72.
72 years
Ain't
old.
no pluses.
Okay, at 72 years old.
No.
How are you able to handle a young woman that's in their 20s and their 30s?
I don't. I said tender. I didn't say buttermilk, milk.
But you told me earlier you have had women 25, 35 years old.
That I have, and I was 20 and 25 when I did it. 72, ain't no way in the world that I'm going to have any type of relations with a 20. That's molesting. That's pedophilias. And I refuse to be a pedophilia.
So you ain't R. Kelly?
R. Kelly ain't a pedophilia.
Why not?
R. Kelly ain't a pedophilia.
What is he?
He's a, what's the word you call it? He's a poacher.
He's a poacher?
Yes, he's a poacher.
Why is he locked up then?
Because he was poaching a little bit too much. He had, when you drop off the animals, because see, them little kids that he was touching that or playing with, them parents dropped them off. So that makes him a poacher. That means they dropped those kids off in the wilderness. And when you drop them off in the wilderness and use a hunter, he tried to get some of that ivory. And I'm going to tell you that, the way they tell it, he got 30 years plus. So obviously he got a whole bunch of those tusks.
All right, we'll go back to the conversation with the...
He got a bunch of tusks. He got just too many years for him. I tell you what, some elephants walking around toothless.
So these women you're talking about, 56, 57 years old, right? 57
and 60. See, I don't go no more than the fitness, because then I'll be a pedophilia.
Mm.
And I can't get no charges because I'm too tight. I ain't no way that I'm going to prison. There ain't nobody going in the back of me.
Yeah, that's true. Now, you dating these women, you spend any money on them?
You said date. I didn't say nothing about I date them.
Okay, well,
I say I scradoodle them.
what is that?
That's when you put your scroodle in the doodle and then it's scradoodled.
Do you spend any money on these women?
Well,
that's what I want to know.
People
want to know.
You're going to always spend some money if you're going to try to scradoodle. Because you can't get the screw. You can get the doodle without no money. But the screw, you can't get that without $1. So yeah, I spent $1 here, I spent $1 there, because see, on the technicalities, it's only certain days that I can even use old Jeffro. And when I use Jeffro, I make sure this is a scradoodle day. I don't mess with nothing if it ain't a scradoodle day.
And 13 seconds, right?
Well, 13.6. But hey, at least you rounded it out.
How much money do you spend on these women?
It depends on what she look like. If she look terrible, I'm not spending but enough to say, oh, get over there. Now, if she gorgeous, I'm spending enough for me to say, you know what, dude, will you come back tomorrow?
What's the most money you spend on a woman?
What I had on me. And I'm going to tell you, at that moment, it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot to me because I would have had to wait for the rest of the week. Because see, a disability don't just come but all the time. It comes once a time. And that one time that it came, she wanted an extra. And I was stradoodling in the moment. So I said, well, here, you can have it.
But how much money, though? How much the most? What's the most money?
All of it that was in my pocket at the time.
How much was that?
A lot.
No, give me a number. Give me an estimation.
50,000. It don't matter what the number I get. No, I didn't have 50,000. I can't carry that in my hip. But I'm gonna tell you, whatever the number was, for me to scradoodle, when my scradoodle is going to scradoodle, I'm gonna pay it. Cause when you get a certain age, ain't nobody gonna scradoodle.
So if you had $500 in your pocket, you gonna give it to that lady?
If that's gonna get me to scradoodle, I won't scradoodle away. 500. I'll see you in 30 days, cause I get another check.
How much is your Social Security check?
Well, you ask a lot of questions. How about this?
What?
Let me just say this. I scradoodle 3 times a month. If you can't do that math, then you ain't, how can I say this without offending you? You ain't a boss.
Are you a boss?
No, I ain't. I actually am an employee. But I tell you, I have boss tendencies.
Explain your boss tendencies.
The tendency is this. I'm going to tell you what to do, but I ain't going to pay you what you're worth.
What?
I'm going to tell you what to do, but I am not going to pay you what you're worth. So if you're worth 1,000, you're going to get, how can I say this without being offensive to the women that I done did? If you're worth 1,000, just look for 72.
So it sounds as if you're promoting prostitution.
I ain't promoting it. I am affiliate to it. Meaning, she's not a prostitute that never comes out of my mouth. I ain't snitching. She's a lady of the dog. And I don't have a problem with the lady of the dog because they got ladies of the day, and ladies of the day, they don't do what ladies of the dog do. So I'm going to take the lady of the dog and give her that dog. You give a tip to a waitress?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the lady of the dog, it ain't called a tip. It's called a deposit. And I make deposits if it's late enough at night that she will come. When you give a tip to a waitress,
right,
she ain't doing nothing.
Right.
She bringing you stuff that she's already supposed to bring to you. And you give her a tip, though.
Yeah.
That woman that I'm going to scradoodle, I can't, and she don't have to give me none of her doodle. So if she give me that doodle and I'm going to get that screw, I'm supposed to give her a real tip. So if you're going to give a tip to a woman that ain't going to do nothing for you, you're definitely supposed to give it to one that's going to scradoodle you. It just makes sense.
So it sounds like you not only do you believe in prostitution.
I believe in it.
Well, let me ask you something. Should prostitution be legal?
Yes. Because what they doing now is called prostitution. I ain't never seen a woman up there talk about they in love with nobody. They love to say, you can pay my bills or you can help me out with some, how can I say this without getting folks mad? Some little suckers that ain't even heard, that ain't even gonna be mine. I can help you with that. So if I got that type of mentality, I'm gonna say this. Ain't nothing wrong with prostitution because every woman is prostituting if you need a stepdaddy.
Oh, really?
Well, what else is it?
Let's hear it.
Well, let's say this. If she's a single mother, we did say that. She's a single mother. Well, I said it because I don't want to incriminate you. So I'm going to say, if she's a single mother and she got kids and she's willing to screw you, but she's willing to screw you only if you're willing to help her kids and help with her bills, that ain't prostitution. Because I figured a prostitute is out there on the street. So she can take care of her kids and her house. And it's the same thing to me, because just because I'm a new guy that comes in, the next new guy that comes in, it's the mission. The mission that she's doing is still prostitution. So here go $52.
What's she gonna do with $52?
I don't care, just as long as she squadoodle.
She can squadoodle, but $52, that ain't enough money, man.
Who? How come it ain't? You can get 10 packs of ramen noodles for $10, and she'll still have $2 to go to Dollar Tree to get her a bunch of drinks for them kids. You $52 will do a whole bunch for that whole week. If them kids eat that many ramen noodles, they fat. And you don't need to feed them. You need to send them to the playground, tell them to play like normal children and get off the PlayStation.
But what about her mortgage or rent?
That ain't
light bill, cable bill. $52 won't cover nothing.
I don't have nothing to do with the lights. I'm squadoodling. We do that in the dark. So what would I pay for the lights when I'm doing what I'm doing in the dark? That's just like somebody walk around talking about, I walk across the street, but you're going to pay for gas to get across the street. That makes no sense. I'm sorry. Nope.
Okay, so we agree prostitution should be legal. And you have no problem paying for it.
All of the damn dollars.
Right. How many women are you seeing right now and taking care of them?
It depends on how good my eyesight is. Because shoot, if I can't see them, then I ain't associating.
Do you know a woman by the name of Sharika Jennings?
I don't, but the name sounds like she's a freak. Tell her to call me. Now don't make sure she call me on my Obama phone, because I already paid them minutes.
Well, Sharika Jennings is a stripper down at the Lady Fox strip club.
She sound like heaven.
And according to her, is it true that you are the father of her twin boys, Rico and Raymond?
I'm going to say this. Well, since you know all that, does she have a deep throat?
I don't know. You tell me.
If she ain't got a deep throat, I ain't the daddy of them kids. I only let go.
It looked like she got an Adam apples, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just.
If she got an Adam apple, then that throat ain't as deep as shit. Nah, that ain't me. Now, I'm going to tell you that. If she ain't got that bubble in her throat.
I got a picture up. Hold on.
Show me the picture.
I'm going to show you a picture.
Because I don't think.
That's her right there.
I'm going to say this. I done been there. Now, that ain't no Adam's apple. I'm going to tell you that. I know that ain't no Adam's apple.
Okay.
You know how I know there ain't no Adam's apple? Because I've been there, and that circle in her throat, she said it was a bump there. It was an accident. And when I went in there, I said, well, how you get a bump in your throat? She said somebody went too deep, and they grazed on the side. And you know when you graze on the side, they got to recuperate. So she said the muscles made an indentation in her throat. I ain't mad at it because it was a deep one. So I'm going to say this. Rico might be mine, but that other one, that one ain't mine.
They're twins. They came out of the same, I'm
going to say
shortly after each other.
I just said and I meant it. Just because Rico may be mine, that other one, I can't claim him.
How can one twin be your child?
Because one of them I did in her throat. The other one I went on in the cooch. So one of them babies ain't mine. The throat baby, that's not mine. That's somebody else.
The throat baby
ain't mine. Now the one that I did do, that's different. Now I ain't got nothing to do with if he shared.
Well, you know the way biology works. You impregnate a woman, the egg split. That's how you get twins. They're identical by the way.
Well, all I'm going to say is this. Just because you taught to share with your brother, that don't mean that you're always supposed to. He ain't had to share. I only made Rico. Now, what'd you say the other baby was? Charlie?
Raymond.
Raymond?
Yeah.
That throat baby, you're going to have to give a DNA test for because I can't claim that one.
Glad we talking about DNA tests because that's exactly what Sharika said she's going to do.
I hope Sharika do.
Now, this is what.
Tell me.
She told me to ask you this.
Well, you can ask.
She said, "Are you okay with paying child support if she take you to court?" So either you can start
72.
Well, she said it's like this: you either can start paying her monthly for the boys, or you can do a paternity test, go to court, and let child support take care of it from there.
I'm gonna say this: she gonna take that S off of that. She gonna take that S off of that.
Oh, okay.
The reason, because I just told you, and I didn't stutter. I said Rico could be mine, because I did go on in there. When I went in there, I thought about it, and I said, you know what? At the rest home, when I be at Grace, I done already bust one of those rubbers, and it was a spirit of moment. So Rico could be, but not that. What'd you say?
Well, the court don't work like that. When twins come out, they normally come from the same sperm donor.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah. So.
Well, then Rico ain't mine either.
Well, are you willing to go to court? Are you willing to take a DNA test?
For what?
A paternity test.
For what? I won't there. You know what? I'ma just say this. We just gonna have to find a daddy for Rico. Cause I just know for a fact that, you know what, my sperm, it don't work like that. I got crippled legs, so I definitely know they couldn't swim as far, cause they take the genes that I got right now. So there's no way that I could have swam to those eggs. Now I could have scrambled them.
Right.
But as far as them swimming there, no, they didn't swim there. That egg had to be close. They been as far back there in the back.
Here's another thing. She said, ask him about the videotape that we recorded. She said, I still have the videotape.
Tell her I said, AI is something amazing. And I can't go along with that now, because AI has put folks to the part where you can...
This ain't got nothing to do with AI.
You sure?
Nothing to do with AI.
I'm going to tell you this. It's AI generated. For you to say there's a video, because you don't need a video if you use a throw baby. So that other baby, no matter how you try to sugar, see, you on her side. You tell that Jenkins girl that I said the last time I was holding up in there, that I said my splooge was the last S that she was ever going to get. Now, I know you asked what that S is. That S is, I'm none left.
No, she saying she got pictures, she got videos.
Lies.
She texting me right now.
Lies.
So
we're gonna use a liar. I hope you die unconscious when you sleep. Like you piss in the bed. I hope your piece stink.
She wants to call in, but I don't know.
Don't answer.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't answer the phone, because the last time she called me talking about some Rico and what you said, that little ugly baby that ain't my name.
The kids, they're not ugly.
Well, they definitely ain't mine.
They do look. Now I will say this: the babies, they do look old.
That don't mean it's me. Because I don't look as old as old is.
They look old.
I look at old as old May could get too. So that couldn't be me. I'm sure the genes that I gave, if I gave genes, because we ain't saying that I gave her genes. The genes that I gave, if I could have gave them genes, I'm sure them genes had a little bit of 50 plus type to them.
Okay. I got another text message.
Well, I'll tell you what, she need a job because she got too much time on hand to keep texting us. You know what I mean?
Cynthia.
Ooh, well, that's different.
Cynthia Jones. She claims y'all have a 15-year-old child together.
What's she asking?
She want to know why you don't come see your son.
Because I done did my part.
What part was that? I
dropped off a miracle. And if you get a miracle, you don't ask. You don't question that. I dropped off a miracle to Cynthia. Now, Cynthia, see, she's ungrateful.
How is she ungrateful?
Because she only had one egg left, and I gave her the last egg she could have used. And for her to be acting like, I didn't give her a miracle, she's ungrateful. I hope her and the baby die together in the same car.
Hey, why would you say something so rude, so cruel like that?
Why is that cruel? What's cruel?
That's your child.
No, that's her child. Because she asked for it. I didn't say, you know what, I want a baby with you. No, she said, you know what, I'm getting a little age to me, and I'm trying to catch somebody. Well, let me say it the way I heard it. I'm trying to catch somebody's nuts. And you ain't got to be there. That's what she told me.
Well, She also said if you don't start spending time with your son, not only is she gonna take you off of child support, but she also gonna report you to the housing authority or the about where you stay.
Tell her I say.
Also, she said she's gonna report you to the people about EBT cards.
So you know why I say so? At 72, I can prolong this for 4 more years. I might be dead. She just gonna figure it out. That baby's how old? I don't think I'm gonna make that 18 years. So what do I care on how she feels? You should have thought about that before you caught the bubble.
What's the bubble?
That I did up inside her. That she didn't let it pop too quick. That's on her. She should have saved it.
Well, she said had she known,
she should have squirted out.
She said had she known that you was a lowlife, she never would have gave you the opportunity. She said she felt sorry for you.
Cause like she's a stupid.
Because she said that you portrayed yourself as a homeless person.
So?
Is that true?
Okay.
Were you homeless?
When?
I'm just asking you.
Let's just say this. If I was homeless and she still gave it to me to make a baby, tell her I said shut up. Because who done done it? It ain't me. It ain't me. If I'm homeless and you done gave me some cookies, what I supposed to do? Eat the cookies? Exactly. I'm starving. So when she dropped off them cookies, I'm going to let you know it. I'm being 100, as these young folks say. Yes, I did them and ate them and I did. I had crumbs. Right. And I did the crumbs with my finger. I did the crumbs up and put it on the tip of my finger.
Right.
I got all that.
Well, she said Tony said Mr. Sims is a big liar. He sold me the moon and the stars and all I got was a junkyard.
Well,
how do you feel about that?
I think she's stupid. Because I didn't tell her I was going to give her no moon and stars. It sounded like I did more than I had planned. Because I only told her I was going to give her a happy moment. And ain't nothing about happy moments got nothing to do with suns and the stars. Right. So if I done gave her the sun and the stars or even thing closer, you know what I should have gave her?
What's that?
I should have gave her a light bulb shine.
What's that?
A light bulb shine. The lights that shine, that's all she needed. She looking for a moon and a star. You know how far a moon and a star is? I ain't even got credibility for that. That's the Lord. But I got credibility for the light bulb shine. I should have just gave her that.
Yeah.
Because a light bulb shine will work for her dumb self. I'm homeless. She's a liar too.
She also said she'll go to the police and tell them about the fact that you're selling weed and you also growing it in your backyard. How do you feel about that?
She said hold on. So she said she gonna tell them that I'm growing weed in the backyard. Well, if that's that, you tell her I'm gonna tell her she's selling her EBT cards. And she making money to buy the weed from me. That's fair. A snitch for a snitch. I'm a K-Dottor.
So you're not trying to rectify the problem?
Ain't no problem. I didn't ask for them cookies. Them sugar cookies got dropped off. And all I had to do was do what a cake maker do. I baked. And I baked. And I baked. And I baked. Now, in the bacon, I might like burnt a little bit of that crisp, but I'm gonna tell you that they still gonna eat it.
Wow, that's. It's other people, it's other women that's watching this, that's texting me.
Tell them I said hello, cause I.
There's a lot of young girls too, man.
I don't. Well, they don't need to be.
Tamika, age 25. Yeah,
what?
Yeah. Tamika, age 25. LaQuisha, she's 30.
Sugar babies, drizzle. That's all I can say.
A lot of them are texting me. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. You say you like them 57, but from what I'm getting, they say you lying. You love young girls. You pay us to come play with your toes, rub your back, play with your balls. I'm reading all this stuff.
I'm gonna tell you this. Now.
Ask him about being at the park that night. We was in his Lincoln Cadillac. He wanted to play. He wanted me to play a nurse. He wanted to be a patient. I'm just reading all this stuff out. Now, talk to the people, man. Let's hear it.
I'm gonna say this: when you in a Lincoln, I'm seduced. I don't care what you look like. You could be a mud duck from the devil, and I wouldn't give her nothing because if you in Lincoln, that means you're doing some big things. Because a pretty girl, she can be gorgeous, but a other girl in a Lincoln, that's something extraordinary. Because you got to understand, that Lincoln got a big back seat, and ain't nobody going to take a little girl to no hotel.
Well, it sounds like you're getting used, Mr. Sims. Do you feel like you're getting used for your money?
I don't care.
You don't care?
What would I care about getting used? I mean, I'm a squadoodle here, and I'm a squadoodle there. So being used as a man, squadula me, and I ain't got no problem with you. Now I'm a firm believer. You can't have. I'm not in. I don't feel like I done got too old to be in no Velveteen type of world. But as long as you got a tooth in that mouth, we can get it done. I just can't do a stack.
Cynthia said,
I'm scared of God.
She simply said, you are telling a bunch of lies.
Till I said, I could care less how she lives. I hope she die in her sleep.
She said,
die in your sleep. And I'm talking about choke in the middle of a dream.
What?
I want her to die in her sleep. I want her to choke in the middle of a dream. I want her to.
You wouldn't feel bad?
I won't there. That's her dream. She need to rethink that. If she in her dream and she's dreaming that she's about to choke, she need to unthink it. Because if I'm going to talk to somebody like Freddie, I'm going to say, choke her.
All right, hold on. Here's Cynthia calling. Hold on.
Cynthia, don't call me.
Hey, Cynthia, we got you on the phone. Cynthia, you, according to the text you sent me, Cynthia, that you and Mr. Sims got a child together. Do you just mind, please talk. Go ahead. The floor is yours, Cynthia. Go ahead. Talk as loud as you can.
Shut up!
I'm gonna tell you right now, this deadbeat left me, didn't even pay.
You're a lie.
Which I know is his.
Well, let him talk.
Just like him. Huh?
Go ahead and talk. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some child support because I got my boy here and he needs to take care of him because he's the daddy.
How you know I'm the daddy?
How I know you the daddy? Because he looked just like you and his nappy self.
How many X's do we have in this chromosome?
You know how many he got.
Well, then it ain't mine because I'm a special. And I have an X2 in mine. So that ain't mine. I don't care what you talking about. First of all, die. Just die. I hope you choke in your sleep tonight. And I meant that every bit of it.
I know you like choking in your sleep because you ask me to choke you every time we get in bed together.
That's apnea. Don't be trying to embarrass me.
And you know what? The thing is, your brother don't like it like that.
What you mean you done? Hold on, time out. Let's see. You done went too far. Don't talk about my family. What you talk about my brother for?
But now you just gotta straighten this out. I'm sorry, I gotta go because I'm using my food stamps and the damn Harris Teeter because you don't be paying me. So I'm gonna have to step. But I'm gonna call you back and you better pay me with your nappy self.
I hope you die unconsciously in
Wait a minute. Are you gonna still call the cops on him for selling illegal prescriptions?
You know I am.
I hope you pee in the bed tonight and it be so cold that you freeze up and everything that you got that works falls off.
Well, look, call back anytime. Because it's a lot of his girlfriends are calling in, so feel free to call back anytime. All right? Okay.
You know I will.
All right. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna talk to Jesus to kill you tonight, and I hope you be woke.
Then they putting you on blast.
She's a liar.
How's she lying?
She's a liar. You know how you know she's lying?
Everybody can't be lying.
You didn't hear her teeth?
Her who?
You didn't hear her teeth?
Her teeth? No, I didn't hear no teeth.
Exactly. They were chattering. And I know when a chattering mother, I'm going to tell you this. She chattering a little bit too much for me to sit up here and believe that I'm the daddy or something that I ain't did. Now, I ain't going to lie. Foreheads, eye sockets, nose, and lips. Now, I might have did them babies. Now, that throat baby, I can't say that's mine.
Ain't no such thing as no throat baby.
Oh, so you don't go that deep. No, that's throat kids. That's kids that you can create.
I done got so many messages. Man, you based off of these texts, man, you got like 10 bastard children running around.
Exactly.
How do you feel about that?
I don't care. They bastards. What do I care about? You ever heard of anybody that came out bastards?
No, not really.
Then what would I? Ain't nobody tell them to be, how can I say this without offending somebody? Ain't nobody tell them to be a diaphragm for me. They catching me.
All right, this Cynthia takes back again and said, ask him why he like to dress up. You ready for this? Why does he like to dress up like he's a mortician and play dead with my panties on? I'm just telling you what she said. I'm the messenger.
She won't. Also, she gonna take it down.
Yeah, she gonna take it down.
Why do I like dressing up like a mortician? when she
Yeah.
got up.
No. She said you act like you. I'm sorry. She said you like. He likes dressing up as a mortician, but he wants to play dead, and he likes to wear my panties as he's sleeping in the casket.
Because when I look at her, sometimes I don't get metamorphosis. So I got to figure out other things.
Well, whose fault is that?
Hers, because ain't nobody tell her to be walking around looking like she look. Just because you're ugly and you think you're cute. That,
You want some more?
you know what? I don't think I need. Is they our sponsors?
Well, I'm gonna take a little shot right here, people.
Because see, you,
I just want y'all to know, people, this right here, the show has been sponsored by Amsterdam Vodka. Please go get you some. Now back to the interview.
I hope they got some daughters. Because I'm going to sponsor them too.
You can't even take care of the children you have now.
I don't take care of children. I said I'm going to take care of the sponsors. I don't care about their kids. So we got men now that got sponsors everywhere. And that don't mean he take care of their kids.
So you're not worried about going to jail.
What would they take me to jail for at 72?
Selling weed,
They can't prove.
selling prescription drugs,
They can't prove.
Oxycontin.
They can't prove. All they can prove is that I don't walk straight.
Cynthia said she got receipts. She got pictures. She got videos. She got everything.
Send them. If you got them, send them. You just talking. You better with your old bastard child. It ain't bad. And I meant every last bit. I hope he die with you. I hope y'all be in a car accident tonight and the rain is pouring and you can't see nothing and a fire hydrant is in the way and the fire department is right there with the truck now and the truck is not got any gas in it and you just burn it up. And I hope that nobody stop by to help you. And the baby fall out and somebody run over as soon as the door open. That's what I meant, Cynthia. Choke on your spit. I'm sorry, I had a moment.
She said you wish you could choke.
So,
Yeah, she's never choked on nothing. Especially, she said that little chicken noodles that you got down there.
oh, well, if that's the case, then that's definitely not my child. Because he looked like a Sasquatch noodle with you. So obviously it's the last guy that you was dealing with. Because everybody know I got a Sims. My whole bloodline got Sims on it. If I turn it out and I pull it out, it's an S in that sucker. It ain't no way in the world you going to say I'm so tired of nothing. Ugly babies. That's what ugly can see. What she did was, see, you had a baby with a midget with his short self. Everybody know when you make babies with midgets, your kids come out.
Well, you short? Oh, that's all you, Mr. Sims.
Today?
Yeah, today.
I sit down all the time.
But how tall are you, Mr. Sims?
Did you just hear me?
You said
If I sit down all the time, how is you supposed to get my height? I'm the most unfortunate when it comes to walking. What would I stand up for my height for? I ain't never gonna stand up against nobody. I ain't never gonna be tall enough to stand beside nobody because I have weak knees and weak ankles and weak toes. So there ain't no standing. So what does my height matter?
but why are you so heartless? Talking so mean, to Cynthia about the children and having car accidents. Why are you so mean?
Because I've been diagnosed.
With what?
Deaf. Shoot. Everybody diagnosed with deaf and they're 72. What you think
How
I
you
got?
diagnosed with deaf? I had never heard of a diagnosis called deaf.
72 years old, you don't be looking forward to death. I'm definitely not looking forward to more life. At 72, what I'm supposed to get to 100? I'm going to ask you a question. So I'm supposed to get to 100?
I mean, hopefully you will get to 100.
See, you said hope, but I'm supposed to suspect that I'm going to get to 100?
Right.
Oh, is that a yes or a no?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Exactly. So at 72, what do I care? Heartless is a good deal when it doesn't matter if you die. If they send me to jail, what I'm going to do? 5 years?
Maybe.
Maybe
you cop a plea.
That's 77. I'll be dead. What's the big deal? Who do I care? Commissary.
Well, let me ask you this. You were incarcerated based off of what I found, right? And from what I've been told,
I was too tight.
You were locked up with this guy.
I was too tight. Regardless, before you even try to lie that they try to tell.
Well, I'm saying you were locked up with this guy named...
I'm tight. I'm so tight.
There's a guy named Fleece Johnson.
Don't even let no light in you. This that tight. It's so tight. It's like, ooh, too tight.
Okay, well, all right. There's this guy that got out of prison named Fleece Johnson.
Fleece Johnson.
Fleece Johnson is known as the Booty Bandit. No, seriously, yes.
Who you talk about?
Fleece Johnson. And
you You talking about Charles Spencer?
No. Well, his name is Fleece Johnson. And Fleece
786232.
Well, anyway, this guy's known as the booty bandit.
78.
And y'all heard y'all were locked up together. So is it true that
no?
You ever come across path of Fleece Johnson? Because they say he was the booty bandit. Like he loved, he.
Well, let's say this. I can sing.
Well, okay, all right. I'm
in the music.
No. I'm gonna play this for you right here. I'm gonna play this part for you. Right.
Going through all this, and then people act like they don't understand that I like booty.
See?
So what? What is I'm supposed to do, bro?
You can turn that off.
No. Just listen.
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
You can turn that off.
I can't picture myself ever being in that situation.
Well, you was in prison with him.
You can turn that off.
I can't see it, please.
So how do you feel about that with Fleece Johnson? I'm just saying, you was incarcerated with him. And Cynthia swapping down, you messed with him. I'm just saying.
Say what? Whew.
He said, hey, he got them cheeks. Is that true that he clapped them cheeks while you was in prison?
Let's just say, for hypotheticals.
Yeah.
No. And that's the best I can give you.
Are you sure?
No. That's why I say that's the best I can give you. Sometimes when you're in prison, sometimes you just black on out. You don't know. It be the food, and sometimes they give you some bad food, and once you go to sleep, and you wake up, you could be in solitary anywhere, wherever you at. It don't matter.
Well,
let's just say I don't know.
Well, did you have sex relations with another man in prison? Is what I'm asking. I'm not here to judge. I'm just the interviewer. That's it.
I'm gonna say this. Me personally, I ain't never in my entire life whatsoever, and I done did some years. I ain't never had any sexual relations with anybody in prison.
Well, I'm glad people are tuning in because they are common.
Now, I'm gonna say this.
All right, go ahead.
Before you don't have to answer those questions because see, some of them people a lot of times
these people say they know you, brother.
See, these people
they know you, Mr. Sims.
They can't know me because the only way they would know me, they would have to actually be in prison. And I know that when you go to prison, you can't have that many people that just gonna send messages.
Okay,
so
okay, well,
they lie.
Lil Rabbit said he was in prison with you.
Oh, the punk.
Yeah, Lil Rabbit.
So he's a hater. See,
yeah, Lil Rabbit said, he said, ask Mr. Sims about the disco game we used to play. I'm just asking you, what's the disco game that y'all played while you was in prison? What's the disco game?
The disco game is this.
Yeah.
He said, oops, I say ah. He say, oops, I say ah.
What?
He say, oops, I say ah. Then don't nobody else come up in there, then ain't no more ahs. So when I say ah, it don't stop until he finish his oops. So
what is oops and ahs and what is that? It's like a lot of slipping and sliding.
That's just a lot of prison talk. I'ma just say, you ever had a whole cake?
A who?
A whole cake.
No, I never had that. No.
Well, see, until you get a whole cake, you won't understand the oops and the ahs. See, you deprived. You new to this world. All I got to say is this: that just tell him I said hey. Because if he writing messages, I ain't seen him in so long. And
he said, don't act brand new. Since you gone, he said, don't act brand new.
Look, tell Rabbit I said this.
It's Lil Rabbit. He likes to be called Lil Rabbit. He made that clear. Lil Rabbit.
Well, that's more of a reverse nickname. So just tell him I called him Rabbit.
Rabbit. So the rumors are they're not true, is what you're telling me about you, Fleece Johnson.
I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of missing that went going on. So I be like dodging. So I was dodging.
Well, when you was in prison, how do you when you're in prison like that, explain to the people what do you do to relieve yourself? I mean, you can't get with a woman. There's men in there. I'm just asking.
You mean to myself?
I mean, how do you sexually satisfy yourself?
Okay, well, that wall is like concrete that I was in there, right?
Yeah.
And since you don't have a lot of women, you be a lot of fool. Fool.
A lot of who?
You be a lot of fool.
Oh, I don't know what the fool is, but go ahead, explain to the people.
You ain't let nothing out of it. So sometimes because there's no muse, because there ain't no women there, you have to stand exactly beside the wall and take yourself out just beating up against the wall. And when you just hit up against the wall, that concrete, for some reason, it just feels so good. After you done leaped up against it there, you can't do it in the beginning. Because in the beginning, sometimes you're going to scrape on down the side. So what you do is you just let it leak. And then when you get your leak and get it all greasy there, then you just hit up against that side of that wall. And I'm going to tell you, you can paint pictures. And I don't know. You can paint pictures. When it go, you just be like, just hold yourself and just paint a picture. See, I'm an artist in prison, but I'm out. So I got a lot of masterpieces that's on that concrete wall. I hope they don't lay on it. Because, you know, sometimes people fall asleep with their face on the side.
So you did that every day. How many years were you in prison?
12.
Good gosh almighty.
But I did it every day twice.
So you never slept with a man while in prison?
Nope. But if I was woke, I definitely didn't.
Little Rabbit said you lying.
Well, you tell Little Rabbit, is he still in?
Little Rabbit said, you know he's still in because you went to go see him.
Well, you tell him I said,
like you like men and women.
You tell him I said, don't drop the soap, sucker. Relate. Couldn't be me.
Now, guess who else to tune in and saw this? Sharika
I like
Barnsdale.
Now, I do love
was a CO
yes.
at the correctional facility.
Jesus has happened.
And she said that not only is he lying, but he messed with me too.
Now that
in the storage room.
Yeah, I did. I started with her. See, she ain't telling you the whole truth. I started
You
with
say
her.
you like pretty women, but she got a picture right here and
I'm impressive.
She's shaped like a
what do I care?
refrigerator. I'm just looking to tell you how she's shaped.
First, so you judgmental.
I'm not judgmental. I'm just telling you.
Let me say this.
He said, look, this is what she said.
If you in prison, and there's number of men in there, and they touching each other and all that, you telling me that the one piece that comes around you, that you ain't gonna stick yourself in, and you got 12 years?
Oh yeah, I'm
Then don't be talking about my 12-year piece. She's a desert dime. You know about desert dime. You've been in the military.
She said you used to call her because she was shaped like a cabinet.
She's a
Is that true?
Yes, she's shaped like a cabinet, and I open every last one of those damn doors. Yeah, she's shaped just like a cabinet. Matter of fact, she's shaped like a kitchen cabinet. She got the type of doors that don't even open up good. They just got shutters on the side.
She shaped like this?
Worse. But did I go in it? Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because, see, you knew. When you were there, you got a choice from a man booty, or you got to get something like this, and she's feminine. You go in there.
So you're not Fleece Johnson. You never mess with Fleece. You're not a Fleece Johnson type.
I just told you.
You got the booty bag.
I'm so tight that you can't see light inside of me. If you put a probe of light in me, you won't see no light. It's darkness. It's like dark. Nothing in there. So nope, not me. Now I'm gonna tell you, that's Sharika. I started with her, and I got her through the bars.
Okay.
Cause she thought she was sick. She knew she was shaped like a cabinet, but she told me, "Do you want to get in this drawer?" I said, "Well, I don't have nothing but a cupboard. I'm gonna go on in there," and I did. So yes, I did. I went all up in that cupboard. I call her, and she ain't tell you that I call her cupboard hole, did she? I said, "Hey, you little cupboard hole." She was like, "Cuckoo." I said, "Hey there, you little cupboard hole." She said, "Cuckoo." Next thing you know, I done took it out through the bars. She done dropped down to her knees, talking about so.
She said, remember y'all just played Duck, Duck, Goose? What is that game about?
It's like this. No matter what go there, you take a head. You know, remember when you was a kid?
Yeah.
And you used to do duck, duck, goose.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like this, duck, duck, goose. And that's how she know I done finished.
How would y'all, explain to me how y'all would sneak off?
And no such thing as sneaking.
Well, you had to sneak off. I just couldn't do it in the jail cell. She never asked you that. How? Explain. I'm just telling you what she said.
Well, let's say this. I do laundry. You know that, right? So I do laundry. She got a chick on the laundry chutes.
Okay. So explain this. Take us through the scenario, how y'all would set it up. Go ahead. How y'all would get, sneak away with it. Go ahead.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
First, she would bring out this big stick and say, "Y'all get up in there." And that means everybody got to go inside. Then she'd come to me and said, "Don't you supposed to be cleaning the laundry room?" So I supposed to be done, because see, that's the plan we got. I'll say something like, "Shut up, Sharika. I ain't doing nothing." She'll say, "Yes, you is. Get yourself in there before I tell the warden." So I'm like, okay, no problem. So I go on inside of there.
Right.
And I start cleaning up the laundry. Now, mind you, because my drawstring don't work, because she wanted me to put on the bad pants. I let the drawstring just don't work. And my pants, while I'm out there, I'm just sweeping down and sweeping. Things just fall on there. Now, she thinks she's slick. She gonna come in there and say some stupid stuff like, what is that? And I tell her to her face, it's a pole. And all you gotta do is work with it. So she come over in there and she checks to see if I have anything, because she is a person that's supposed to check us. And she makes sure she checks me thoroughly. But because she checks me so thoroughly, sometimes she got to see if I got something inside of there. So I got to put it inside of her. And that's just how it happens. Now, I don't know about what they do legally.
Right.
I'm just going to say this hustle-a-doodle is a doodle that you need to screw.
Right.
Yeah, she got a squadoodle. Her squadoodle got a dragon lip on it, and I ain't got a problem with it.
What's a dragon lip?
It's one of them things where you look at it and you say, she naked, but the whole thing be still sitting down at the bottom. I'm like, do you got you a chicken down there? It ain't even a chicken, it's like 2 feet. They're just sitting together. sitting in a swing. And I just sit there and I look at her and I say, you got a squadoodle on you. And I black out.
She said the reason why you go 13 seconds is because that's how much time y'all had to do it.
So,
I mean, she just saying.
I'm going to say this like the young boys say, but I'm going to keep it PG. Our fruit Ks. I could give 2 fruit Ks. F-U-C-K-S. I give 2 fruit Ks.
She also said y'all made a porn video called Prison Love.
That was the best thing I ever.
And said y'all actually acted out. Can you take us through how y'all acted this out? I mean, just tell us how you did it.
She came in overalls. She was off. She came in overalls and she looked at me and said, I know you're in prison, big baby. I said, yeah, I'm in prison. She said, well, I'm going to give you some of this overall sex. And I'm not into overall sex that much because it looks so country. I'm really into sophisticated sex, but I said, I tried. So she came in the overalls and now it's kind of hard for me because, you know, most men,
right,
they have problems with bras with the fingers. I have a little bra with the clips on overalls. For some reason, what you make the overalls with that funny clip? So I couldn't get the clip off. So what she did, she just said, you know, poke a hole in the back. And being that I had a shank sitting up in there, I shanked the mess out of that thing. And I just poked it in the back. Once I went on in there, and I'm going to say this. When I blacked out, now Fleece Johnson was next door. He was talking about, get her in the booty. Get her in the booty. I said, look, Fleece, don't be worried about my type of moments. He was still worried about me because he trying to get somebody in the tail. But I be trying to say, stop trying to make porn. So I'm in there, I'm digging. Now, mind you, while I'm digging, she still got her badge. It's just floating. It fell on off. They heard it hit the ground. Once it hit the ground, I said, oh, casualty. Everybody know if you hit her so hard that her police badge comes off, you doing damage. Because I done seen it. Because see, she's everybody. You gotta have some good. You gotta have money on your books to get that.
Right.
So I got good money on my books. So I make sure that she's an everyday thing. Now them other guys that don't have money on their books, I let them get a couple money on my books just so they can tie them over. Because I don't want Fleece to get them. Because Fleece will get them if you ain't got no money on your books. Right. He gonna fix you right on up. See, I keep money on my books, not because I'm scared of Fleece. I keep money on my books so Fleece won't be messing with me. He always get the guys that ain't got no money because they be so depressed. Right. And they don't have no real lives or nothing. And I just say to myself, I feel for him because I know Fleece gonna put it in him because he ain't got no money. You got to pay Fleece sometimes. Now, oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I paid Fleece. He ain't never got me. I pay. How much you had to pay Fleece? Every dollar that come up, if it come down to it. See, it ain't a set price. Because, see, it depends on his urge. Oh, if he ain't got an urge today, you can get him 2 cigarettes. He's great. But if he got an urge, man, you got to make a whole cake, 2 cigarettes. You better have 13 Percocets. And you better have a bag that you pulling out the booty of some green that you can get yourself off. Because if you ain't got none of those things together, man, Fleece gonna hold you down. And that's how you stayed away from Fleece. No, that ain't how I stayed away from Fleece. I just kept getting sick and I don't wash my booty tail. I just kept all the grits and dirt and everything. So he like a clean booty. And I found that out at an early age when I've been there for 20 years. So you don't learn that at the beginning. So I made sure that I looked like I had hairs, twigs, and everything by the time he got to try to get me. So he tried, but he couldn't get in there. Like I said, I was tight. I had put that much twigs and that much grass all of when I go outside, I make sure that I get any piece of grass that I can find. I had a piece of a yarn in there that I rolled up on a nail and put it on in there just to save it. He won't go with it. Now he did pull the nail out because I had a string on because I didn't want to lose it. But when he pulled it out, that don't mean he went in there because like I said, I had hate.
Well, Fleece Johnson also said, they play a lot of, prison games, mind games with you in prison, to get seduce men.
Well, I don't play prison games because I was trying to get out. I knew I had 12 years.
Well, Cynthia said you play a lot of mind games out here in the real world.
I surely do. Because Cynthia ain't bright. So what kind of mind?
Well, she said, why do you like this? She said, I don't believe him because there's no reason why he wanted to sometimes dress up and be like Miss drive like he wanted to be like driving Miss Daisy or Miss Doubtfire. That's what she said.
Well, just tell her that.
Talk about that.
You tell Cynthia the reason I drive slow is because her throat is long. She ain't say that, did she? I drive. But while I'm driving slow, I can't go 50 into the speed limit if your throat deep. So if she, what I supposed to do, drive fast? If I drive fast, then she won't finish. Everybody know if she's a throater, now I'm going to tell you, she can talk all that she want to. If this is on it, she's a throater. So she can talk all she want to, but she ain't said the fact, why I drive slow. I drive slow because for some reason, she wants to fall asleep in the man's lap while I drive me like,
She said, ask him why I call him Mr. Pacifier. That's what she used to call your private parts, Mr.
You know why?
Pacifier.
Because she's so old, she don't know she don't supposed to keep her own segment when she finished. And she ain't know, I'm going to tell you. She one of them type, if you got a choice between giving her some breakfast or to suck on the sausage, she gonna suck on that sausage. And I done gave her a lot of bacon. I gave her so much bacon one time, she had the stringer cat.
She also said this is why she started messing with your brother, Big Rick. And she said they call him Big Rick for a reason.
Yeah, they sure do. And I ain't ashamed to say it.
Nah, it ain't because he big, physical-wise. She said he's well endowed as well.
I know.
She said.
I know exactly what I mean. I mean, we took showers and baths together. Mama was trying to save water. So I know why. That ain't a big deal to me. What do I care? She's a family heirloom. Till I said, we got cousins if you want them to. Because we don't want you. You can tell her I said, and I quote, you can touch my cousins, my nephews, and all of us want a depository to play with so we can learn from the best. A good throat self.
Sister said, you remember that time you came to the family picnic?
Mm-hmm.
And when I told you I had to go to the store and I'd be right back, I actually went to the convenience store and I gave Big Rick fellatio. And then you came back and I kissed you in your mouth on purpose. She said, now ask him how does Big Rick penis taste?
It tastes better than your breath. That's why I ain't never kissed you. That was one day. You still trying to bring up one day, but you keep forgetting. That's still my brother. So we done drunk out the same cups 50,000 times. But that don't mean that I care about the situation that you try to just call me out on. All I got to say is this, your breath smell like your ass. And that don't got nothing to do with me. Did you lick his booty hole too? So you shouldn't have kissed me. You stink. Your lips stink. Your lips smell like they should have been wiped.
She said, wait a minute. She said, oh, really? That's how you want to be? She said, you didn't act like that when you were kissing me. And she said, let's not pretend like you didn't like to wear my thongs and prance around and listening to Yankee Doodle Doodle.
So she gonna try to pull out.
I'm just right there.
Oh, well, let me say this. See, you trying to make it seem like you trying to embarrass me. No, what happened is why I had your little stinking drawers, because your lazy self won't wash my clothes. And that day I won't commando it. And that's the only reason. But when you tell me out of your own mouth, and since you trying to put us out there, talk about some you done kiss me in my mouth and sucked up. Why am I talking to your phone? Just because she done sit up here saying that she done kissed me in the mouth, and she done so-called sucked up my brother. Okay, I'll take that hit. I'm going to keep it 100. Yeah, I kissed her in the mouth, but then she tell her I spit on her lips. Because when you smell funk, you don't supposed to take it in. Just because I done put my lips to yours don't mean that I was going to absorb your stinking breath, lip ass. No, I did not. I let you and my brother enjoy that life. You know what he did? All he gave me back was some of my mama's life. And that's all I took. Yeah, you had on the side of your lips. But I don't care. Because I'll never touch you again. You hear that? I'll never touch your ugly monkey face again. I hope you die.
She said, please stop. Tell him to stop lying. He texts me all the time, every day. Good morning, beautiful. Good afternoon,
beautiful. If you die
beautiful.
today, I'm going to pray to God and say, I thank you, Jesus, for taking this hoodlum off of this planet and making the world a better place. I hope you choke off of eating string beans. And I don't care nothing about you. I hope that when you go to sleep tonight that you have a dream, that your period never stops. And in the middle of the night, that your period start up. And as soon as it starts, that your whole bed smell like your period. And you can't get it off your skin, you stinking sucker. I hope your kid wake up in the morning and he be pissing. And he comes to your bed and be in your bed too. That's how much I could care less if you live in the dead. That make her feel good, don't it? I hope it do.
I think you had too much to drink, sir,
Nope.
Mr. Seal.
I don't think I had enough. Cause something
I just give you just a
something
little.
that made me. You ain't got to give me.
You sure?
I don't need.
Well, that's more for me. That's more for me.
It's gonna be more for you. Cause I'm something that made me mad. Cause she's really trying to act like that we did something.
Amsterdam.
That she just didn't want to help. I didn't call her.
Right.
Because at 72, we don't do calls. We be asleep. So let's say that. So how did I get the call? Because the Lord knows I didn't beg. And if I had to pay for it, I still didn't call you. I bet, she'd have shut up now.
Oh, no. Yeah, she ain't shut up. She's still texting.
I bet she's going to text. I bet
she's still texting.
Tell her to text.
She said, oh, you want to go there?
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you like to play like a baby, dress up like a baby, wear a big pamper, act like you did your number 2 on yourself, and you want me to come wipe you like a baby. And then so you could also play with me and lay beside you in a pamper. Oh, you don't remember that? You paid me $500 to role play like that. You was a baby, I was a baby. I put on a pamper, you put on a pamper. Except you want to do your number 2 and you wanted me to clean you. And you said also you wanted me to do my number 2 and you clean me. How you like that, Mr. I'm just going to say what she said, I'm going to say Mr. Ass Face.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah. She said also ask him about how he would like to take his butt cheeks and rub against the wall and go back and forth. Would you like to elaborate on that?
So she gonna have the audacity to try to make it seem like there's something that had something to do. Well, I'ma say this. If you look like a slave midwife, what you expect? You look like you should have been in the 1800s. Your body looked like it's an 1800 type of body. Every last bit of it looked like you got wire up in it. I hope your titties fall off in the middle of your sleep tonight. I don't give a damn on how you feel. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to mean every last bit of it. I hope your son don't get no type of woman for the rest of his life. I hope he has to go in men's backs all days and every day and that his daddy don't like him whatsoever and that you disown him. And not care that he's sucking your boyfriend's dang or ling. You ugly sucker, suck yourself.
That's your son.
That's not my son.
Oh, it's your son.
That's an orthodontist son.
She said,
you seen that boy's teeth?
She said, you want to go there? She said, what she gonna do is she gonna go and release all of y'all sexual tapes. She said, she gonna release everything. Everybody gonna know. Not only they gonna see the size of your penis, but they also gonna see how you dressed up like a baby. And I can't say this part, but how she used to wipe you. I'm just saying.
Sound like I'm about to go viral. Because the way she look, ain't nobody going to be looking at her. It don't matter what size my penis is.
She said you probably going to go viral, but also your name need to be VD because you definitely gave her venereal disease.
That ain't that she asked for it. That ain't something that you just say, you know what? I'm just going to give you this VD. Nope. That's something you asked for. You said, you know what? I want to try to get some of that. And I said, well, here you go. You ain't asking for it. You don't know if it's a lemon or not, so she could have it. That V of that day, she could have separated it.
Based off of what I'm hearing, you're a freak. Is that true?
No.
You're not a walking freak show.
I'm nowhere near it. I'm a deacon, but I ain't no freak.
A deacon where?
I'm a deacon. You
ain't no deacon. Deacon.
I'm a deacon.
Oh, okay. What deacon? What's the name of the church?
Holy Methodist. We get down, Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Explain how y'all get down at this church.
Well, let's just say this. It's a ceremony at the end of the day, and it only happens if it got refreshments. So until you got refreshments, there ain't no ceremony. So when we get down with that ceremony, it's all spiritual. I want to say that. It's all spiritual. So sometimes, you get Sister Barbara and Sister Deborah, they thickens, the Lord. Sometimes the Lord has got to have a thick woman to give all his miracles to. Because he be wanting to give so many of them, he can't give it to no skinny woman. So he gives all the miracles. When you in a church, he drops all the miracles in her, and she got to be able to, how can I say this, contain it. So Sister Barbara them, Sister Deborah them, they can contain it. And as a deacon, I got to give them that communion. And that communion sometimes, see, what I just put a little teleport in their cups. But if you put a bunch of teleport in their cups, they believe in God.
Put a what? What you put in their cups?
Teleport.
What is that?
See, the ladies know, but he don't. You put some teleport in these cups, oh, I'ma tell you, they talk about communion. You can't beat it. I'm so sorry. Teleport is how can I say this? An old lady wine. You can buy it at Food Line. They ain't sponsors, but I'm telling you, you go get you some teleport. Fellas, woo, Jesus, she will do it all. They ain't slipping there. I'm going to tell you. You get you some teleport, say, you know what? I got some teleport. Give a little bit in the drink. And watch what happens. I'm just explaining the Lord's decisions of life.
The Lord don't have anything to do with your foolishness, sir.
First of all, did the Lord make it? He made it so, didn't he? He know it all, don't he? So he already been into my foolishness. He already knew what I was about to do. He said, you know what, I'm going to put this one on the earth. He didn't have to put me on the earth. He said, I'm going to put you on this earth, and I'm going to let this one do what he does. He could have got rid of me 30 years ago. He would let me get to 72, so obviously I'm doing what the Lord works. I'm doing the Lord's works.
That's what you doing. You believe you're doing the Lord's work.
Them fake babies that ain't mine, I'm bringing forth life, ain't I?
Okay, I gotta play you what this young lady said. All right, okay.
Tell her to say it.
She used to date you, so I'm gonna play the video, and I want you to tell me what you think. Okay.
That's what.
Okay, here we go. Don't
nobody want to be with no man that they can't go to when they in need. If I gotta go to another face, I may as well just be in his face. You just because that's what a woman gonna turn to is another man. Let's be real. We're not just. I'm not gonna call my homegirl and ask her to help me pay my bills. I'm gonna call that me
and get some help.
Right.
Okay. So basically, what she's saying is she got a man.
Some kind of good.
Yeah. Well,
I would love to squadoodle her with a.
But do you agree with her assessment that if you're with her and she coming to you for money, you need to be able to have it to provide for her. If you don't, she's going to another man.
Skin?
Yeah, I saw her skin.
Good Jesus.
So what do you think about it?
I think I want to make a baby with that one. And I don't have it's gonna have old genes, but we're gonna call it Olivia because I found out that's a good name to give old babies that you make with somebody young. So she gonna get I will give her, that Rico baby that ain't mine. I'll give that one 2 twins just for her skin. What was the question?
I'm saying, do you know her? She said she know you, and basically what she's saying, if she has a man, if she's with a man, she's asking for money, he should be able to provide. If not, then she's just gonna go to another man.
I likes her because I'm trying to be that other man. That way she look from the top, I don't even see the bottom. I just know the top has got some gush to it. She can call me. I'll be the other man. She can call me. You know what? Let her do exactly that. Call the next man, and I hope to be him.
Okay.
I don't see nothing wrong with her calling the next man because using the next man just trying to get her squadoodle anyway. So she's stupid. So why not squadoodle her? I would love to squadoodle a woman that say, my man won't do nothing for me, so I'm trying to get you to help. I'm like, oh, this or that, man. Let me go and get some squadoodling. I'm like, 'cause you know what? You right. He shouldn't be getting none of you. He should be helping you. When it's all going to take like 13, 14 hours, she don't be wanting nothing. She just want a bill paid. Pay the bill. I only want the cookies. The way well, let me say this. I don't want the cookies. But if they going to give me the cookies, I'm going to take every bit of that cook.
Okay, let me ask you this question. This is one of the questions a person submitted to me. Say, how does Mr. Sims feel about polygamy? You do know what polygamy means, right? That means a man has more than one wife.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5.
I thought you was telling me to pull your leg to me. I said, what?
What?
I thought you said pull my leg to me. I was like, what? I don't do that. You gonna have to talk fleece on them leg pullers. I don't do leg pullers.
So how you feel about polygamy? And I'm gonna say they asking about black polygamy, basically. It's when a man has more than one wife. He has several wives, 3, 4, 5 wives, and he takes care of them equally.
For what?
He wants to have, I don't know, I guess he wants to have a lot of wives.
He ain't the brightest.
So you don't agree with it, polygamy?
What, messing with a bunch of women?
No, married to a bunch of women at the same time.
Yeah, I don't believe in married to them because I'm like, what's the difference?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, let's just say this. I would love some polygamists if that's what you're saying that he's supposed to be. Now, I don't like polygamists if you said I got to marry him because that means I don't even get half of what, if we all just said forget, I don't even get half. That means I had to split that 3 times. Mm-hmm. She usually get half of it. So now you tell me it's a whole nother woman that if we get married, there I don't even get my half. That means I'm only going to get less than 25% because they ain't going to just split theirs like that. So she going to probably take 40. The other one going to take, you mean to tell me I married 2 of them and I got to get 20% when I can't even get the 50? Well, I'm going to say this. I ain't putting no ring on neither one of them, but I'm going to put a ring on every last one of them. If you don't understand that, then you don't get it. I ain't putting a ring on that one of them, but I'll put a ring around both of them.
What you mean by that?
I'm going to choke both of them out before they think they're going to get half of me. No. Polygamy. I think this. I think the government is the most lyingest thing to have anything to talk about that I can't just be with a bunch of women like I want to. The only creatures on the planet that just can't mess with 1 and 2s and 3s, and that knucklehead lady don't give a damn. Even a lion got a lioness to go do all this other stuff. And she know he's only there for one reason. Not to cook, not to clean, not to feed, not to worry about nothing, but to keep her sons to be able to become kings. Only. He lays all day as a lion. Sits to herself. She got to go get the food. She got to go feed the kids. She got to do all of that. And all he has to do is be protection so her kids don't die. I'm sorry. If the humans don't get that type of concept, I don't think I want to be a human because I like being alive.
All right. I'm gonna ask you another question, man, and we gonna get up out of here.
Okay, Kunta Kinte is tonight. And he should have had an extra foot.
Oh, really? Why is that? Well, speaking of Kunta Kinte,
because he can't ice skate without the rib, but you can put your heel in the skate, but it ain't the same if the wheels don't work.
Let me ask you. Speaking of that, do you believe that black people deserve reparations from slavery?
Do I believe they deserve?
Yeah, black people. Do you deserve? Do you believe that the United States government should pay black people, descendants of slaves, reparations?
No, I think black people need to take it.
How are you gonna do that?
The same way that the white people took it from us. How you think they got this country? So if we stuck together and said, you know what, I'm going to take your land, then what? What? Nothing. You just take it. You ain't got to give me 40 acres of the mill. I'm going to take your 40 acres of the mill. And my partners that's on the other side going to do the same thing. See, the issue that I have with America is that America been doing that since the beginning of time, but they won't let you do it to them.
Right.
So in my mind frame, you ain't gonna give me something that you've already took from me. We got issues. We ain't taking what's ours.
Okay.
So I don't need your reparations. I see you got 14 acres of land. I'm gonna give you, because we black, we not like you, I'm gonna give you 1 acre. But that 13 is gone, and I'll bust you your wife in her head if you don't get to getting it.
Okay, so
that's how they took it.
So you think that's what black people should do? Just take it back.
I don't see what's wrong with taking it.
Well, how do you suggest that they take
it? Take it. It's more of us.
Well, explain it. Take it how? Is that, I mean, a peaceful protest?
You know where you stay?
Yeah, I know what I say.
You know your neighbors?
Yeah.
You tell all your neighbors, say, forget this country. And all of y'all pull out your guns. And you know that white person is over on the other corner?
Yeah.
That's probably going to be a politician.
Yeah.
You go on that lawn and put a gun to them and say, we want this. What they going to do? Call the police? That's what they going to do, right?
Right.
So when the police start thinking about it, you call your other friends. Right. And if you got real friends, and I got real friends, and you got real friends, and you got real friends, you think those 14 cops is going to come over there to take it? No, they going to say, y'all got this. I'm going to let this go. See, our problem is we don't want to work with each other. If you work with each other, we can have everything that we want. We just too busy worrying about a program.
Okay. Well, this is going to be the last question. This person want to talk about guns, of course. And for the record, you are pro guns, right? You are pro guns, right?
I shoot them.
I know. Okay.
I'm a pro in popping a cap.
This person want to know, how do you believe access to high-powered guns contributes to your personal or community safety?
Well, I'm going to say this. I put motors on my slingshots. And when I put them pennies in there together, I'm going to just say this. If you ain't ducking, you got hit. So when you say, how do I feel about powered weapons?
How high-powered weapons, like high-powered.
A slingshot with a motor, that don't sound powered and high to you?
No, it sounds old school. Sounds like Stone Ages.
So you telling me, and I want to get this straight, a slingshot with a motor on it,
right,
is not a high-powered weapon to you?
I've never heard of such thing. How could you do it?
That ain't the question I asked you. I said, and I quote, I'm going to make sure they heard it.
Right.
I said, a slingshot
right.
with a motor on it is not a high-powered weapon to you. And he the one asking the question.
I think it's high-powered. I just don't know how you could pull that off.
But it ain't about if you worried about if I can pull it off. I'm asking the question. The question that you asked me is about a high-powered weapon. I just want to make sure. Is that what did you ask?
Yes, sir.
And you telling me, I want to make sure I'm hearing this right because I done drank this good stuff that we got our sponsors.
Yes, Amsterdam.
Yeah, we got sponsors.
Please get yours, yes. But go ahead.
Gurgle if you ain't good. Yeah. So I'm going to say this. When you say a slingshot with a motor on it, and I say it's high powered, and you question it, I don't think you're a good person to be interviewing about high powered nothing. Because ain't none high powered unless you got a slingshot with a motor on it. A slingshot with a motor, that's as high powered as you can get it.
I guess you're right. If you pull it off, it would definitely be high powered.
Yeah, and I be doing this a whole bunch of times, but it be working.
And before we close this, tell people where they can find you at on social media.
You can find me on social media. You see my green light, that means I'm on it.
No, find you on social media. Just tell the people how they can find you on social media.
People look for you on social media?
Yeah, you give me hashtag, like I'm Ghettorauchi. They can find me on.
I thought you
on social media platforms.
I'm thinking you fleeced son. And man, you.
No, I'm not. No.
I thought he would teach you something new. Okay, well, I'm gonna say this: you can't find me, but you can find my grandson at. Where can you find my grandson? Sometimes he be in trouble. Yeah. You can find him at his name is Tony Barbados, and everything is Tony Barbados. Or you can find him at Barbados Tony. Everything is Barbados Tony. If you can even spell, you can find him. So, matter of fact, do we have to spell it to him too?
You spell it to him, sir. Please do.
Well, first of all, I usually only had to spell my name. I don't really be trying to spell nobody else's name. Because why would I do? Look, I got a lot of things going on. But I'm going to tell you this. If you can't find me, you can find him. And if you can't find him, you can find. Well, you ain't gonna find him.
I'm Ghettorauchi. He didn't Ghettorauchi. That's different. They'll find me.
T-O-N. Okay, man, I named the child. Let me see what it's like. Tony, B-A-R-O, BADOS. It's an E at the bottom of it. Because I don't want nobody to be thinking I'm somebody else. Because if you press that button too quick, they're going to take the E off. And that's a whole nother person. And you got to look for me. But that ain't me. That's my grandson. So check him out. And then you can find me there. Cynthia, I'm going to say to you with a straight face, blue. Because you deserve with your ugly kids.
Anything else you want to say, Mr. Sims, before we close out?
I'm going to say, you know what? For all the fellas out there, the feathers that's out there.
You say feathers or fellas?
That's what I said. Feathers. For all you fellas that's out there, that you got a woman that got the audacity to tell you that you need to stop playing that PlayStation because you at the house all the time. I want to say this to you. Put some there in her shampoo. She won't never say that again.
And that's the end. That concludes our show. I want us to give a shout out to Trey Styles Company for making this self-designed robe for Ghettorauchi. Also, give a shout out to Amsterdam for sponsoring this show for the vodka.
You said who makes this?
Amsterdam right here. I'm sorry, this is Trey Styles. Yeah,
Trey Styles.
Trey Styles Company. He's on
Trey Styles. Do you make them with the nipples out?
Trey Styles Company. He's on Instagram. He personalized my robes. He's my personal designer. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the Ghettorauchi channel.
I would love one of those with the ding-a-ling part out. That's a pretty.
This guy's wild. God bless. Have a good one.
Jesus well.